Is the United States agriculture a sustainable industry? Many people have wondered at this question as the population of the world continues to rise each year. Will mass industrialized farms be able to keep up and provide enough food? At what cost? Will the U.S. and the world pursue greener, more sustainable methods of farming that lowers production and raises the cost of food? Food security, what is it and are we there? These are huge questions that face the population of the United States and the world today and in our near future. The United States Food and Drug Administration states that food security is access by all people at all times to enough food for a healthy life. According to feedamerica.org, 1 out of 6 people in the United States are hungry. According to bread.org, an organization that helps feed hungry globally, 1.5 million children starve to death each year. Many of the countries with people that are starving lack good infrastructure and are at poverty levels. But in the world today, how can 1.5 million children starve to death each year? According to ourworld.unu.edu, a landmark scientific study recently completed by the United Nations Environment Program leads that agriculture is having a monumental impact on the Earth's finite resources. 38% of the world's landmass is used for agricultural purposes, and 70% of the globe's fresh water is consumed by agriculture. The study also states that 50% of all crops grown are for animals. A website called worldpopstatistics.com shows that the current U.S. population is almost 317 million, and we are close to 7.1 billion in the population of the world. How much longer can we stress the world's resources as the population increases by, it was 11% last year alone? Next, we have 2 terms to look at: sustainable farming and industrial farming. According to gracelinks.org, sustainable agriculture produces food without excess uses of pesticides, herbicides, antibiotics, or petroleum-based fertilizers. But the cost is much greater and it actually lowers production. This could affect everyone's pockets globally. Their information also shows that the currently used industrial agriculture uses more chemical pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers, and hormones, and all of these things end up in our food that we eat and drink. It also impacts our environment and our water supplies. WorldWatch.org states that industrial slaughterhouses and processing plants are the cause of most foodborne pathogens and illnesses that sicken 76 million individuals in the United States each year. Where does this leave us? If we already have 1 out of 6 people in the United States are hungry, if there are already 1.5 million children globally dying of starvation each year, how can we meet demands of current populations? How can we switch to sustainable, greener farming practices when it produces less food and costs more? After completing this research, I'm only left with more questions. And I'm wondering to myself, how long can we maintain where we're currently at, let alone moving forward to greater populations in the future? How can we meet those needs?